What is up, guys? Kevin Cage back with another XRP update. This video is just going to be one massive rant talking about Flare networks, talking about Flare finance, and why I'm so excited for this ecosystem. If you like this style of video, let me know down below in the comments, and let's get into it. So yesterday, Martin Volk in the XRP community, I'm sure you guys know him, I call him the mad scientist in this community. If you've ever seen some of the spreadsheets and Excel documents that he makes in infographics, it would blow your mind. He was gracious enough to take 2 hours to do a Zoom call with me yesterday. And I know I was busy yesterday. I did not do a video just because I've been so excited about the opportunities for Flare finance, Flare networks, and what this means for the future of finance in a decentralized manner. We're talking lending, we're talking insurance, we're talking farming, we're talking even, mining opportunities for anybody in that proof of work ecosystem, which I'm not personally interested in. But all in all, anybody that is an XRP holder, if you are not excited for this, I don't know what to tell you. This is arguably going to be one of the biggest things for XRP, for Spark, and potentially even DeFi. And I know that sounds like a hyperbole, but anybody that thinks this is an exaggeration does not understand this ecosystem. He walked, step by step through all of this to teach me like I'm a 5-year-old, and it took a minute, and just going through all of these strategies, it just clicked, and I cannot wait for the future. So high level, what are my tips? And this is not financial advice. Well, my tips are, as an XRP holder, you are going to want to participate as soon as possible in Flare, of course, Flare finance, Flare networks. Why? Well, because just like back in the day with Bitcoin, anybody that was mining Bitcoin initially, the rewards were much higher, correct? And of course, they made out like bandits provided that they held long enough. Well, of course, we know how quickly things can go parabolic. This is the same thing. And I think Mickey B. Fresh on YouTube and the XRP community emphasizes this all the time. Those who will participate early on and really get things going are going to have and reap the highest rewards. So highly, highly recommend that rather than, Bitcoin though, no offense. And of course, if you hold it, all good and great. I just see higher ROI in other digital assets at this point because I feel like I was a little late to that. I wish I bought BTC in 2013, 2015, but with Bitcoin mining, they can form these mining pools and it may have started decentralized, but proof of work kind of incentivizes centralization over time so that the wealthiest groups can partner, destroy their competition, and get a higher percentage of the tokens in circulation. And that's kind of scary to me. So with Flare, this is flipping this model on its head entirely, just like with the XRP ledger. And please understand, this is huge for XRP. All in all, you're going to want to put your XRP to work to earn income for you and earn rewards. You're also going to want to put your Spark tokens to work to earn income and earn rewards. And when you get those rewards, you're going to want to put them back in the system to earn interest and compound that consistently. So that's high level. And I think you guys are familiar with even Albert Einstein saying compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. So absolutely astounding. I'm not going to go into too much detail right now, but we can in the weeks and months ahead, and I'm sure Martin will share some things with us. Of course, Nexo is just another example of lending out your crypto and earning an interest, or earning interest by lending out your crypto, correct? And of course, some people like Celsius Network, some prefer BlockFi, some like Nexo, and some do not trust any of these centralized lending platforms. That is completely fine. You have to do your own research and decide for yourselves. But of course, with DeFi, now there's going to be lending opportunities in a decentralized manner. And instead of a middleman, no offense to Nexo, I like Nexo, and I'll probably be using it more in the future. But there's a fee, and say they only give you, 6% interest on a crypto. So if I lend them, let's say 100,000 XRP and I'm getting, 6% per year, instead of USD, that's 6% more XRP. So, you get several thousand, 6,000 XRP per year. But what happens when XRP, instead of being at 50 cents, goes up to $10? That's a 20x multiplier. So do you see how quickly that little 6% per year for a little time can compound massively? Whether it's $50, $100, $1,000 per XRP, it does not matter. I'm showing you the power of compounding interest. So we can put our money to work for us. And yeah, centralized platforms, I know some people have made absolute killings leveraging these, putting out your digital assets, of course, and it's all good and great. And these aren't, some small ecosystems. We have $5 billion AUM, assets under management. Fiat currencies, you can do stable coins, whatever you want. This is the future. So up to 12% annual interest, of course, and this is on nexo.io. I don't have any links and I'm not, paid to share this. I just wanted to share this with you. And notice available assets, we have right here, earn in kind or earn the Nexo token. So you can see, if you earn Nexo, you can get an aggressive APR, but I love XRP, I love XLM, I want my crypto to compound because I still anticipate that we have tremendous upside in the years ahead. I'm not talking about, next month where it can go up 100% or go down 30%. I'm talking about the years ahead where I actually see true liquidity growing in the ecosystem, institutional usage, things of this nature. I'm investing in utility. And right now, yeah, we're still having a speculative, algorithmic based bull run, thanks to kind of historical data in the past, which is expected and all good and great. Of course, it rhymes. It's not the same by any means. But I am looking to collect my assets in kind. So if I have XRP and I didn't want to put all my XRP out and lend it because that's kind of risky, trusting a centralized platform, but I wanted to hold some XRP on Nexo and lend it out. Absolutely, this is an opportunity. Let's say I have, it kind of went up high and I have about $1 million worth of XRP. Well, I could lend some of that out because what if I don't want to take profit and get hit and incur all those short-term capital gains or even long-term capital gains? I don't want to pay the taxes right now. And what if I think, oh, well, XRP is at, $15. Well, I think that it's going to push up to $30. I don't want to sell now. This is what you can do. You can take a collateralized debt position, CDP. So you can take that money, send it over to Nexo. They can, you can collateralize it and hold it just so they have your actual, amounts. And then you can get a loan based on that money. And it's all about capital efficiency. So I know you guys know I love Spark. I cannot wait to get those Spark tokens. So curious how the price will perform in the future because I think people are really underestimating the utility of this ecosystem. And it's going to be so funny because more and more Ethereum maxis, and you guys know I hold a lot of Ethereum, or what I consider to be a lot, they're going to be turning their heads looking at Flare networks over time. And I mean, man, they're probably going to be breaking their necks just turning so fast because this stuff's going to blow their mind and people are sleeping on this. And the more people that sleep on this initially, the more lucrative it will be for us. I believe that this is going to be a powerhouse in the future. We know that we have Gala, XLM, and some other assets, and I think this is just the beginning. All right, so cannot wait for this. I know there's debit cards, you guys can earn passive income on this, and this is just another option, lending out your crypto. But why I loved like the time with Martin yesterday, and he just blew my mind, was, he was like, yeah, I mean, you earn interest, you get rewards with Flare Finance and Flare Networks, leveraging your digital assets using XRP, FXRP, you mint it, the Spark, all that. But he took it many, many steps further to blow my mind and create just feedback loops. So I know everybody's going to have their own style, but man, I am excited for this. If you're down in the dumps and XRP is at 40 cents, 50 cents, please, when in doubt, zoom out, understand. I saw a lot of toxicity and complaining. I was just going through, like, Ripple is retweeting some of these pilots. Ripple pilots a private ledger for central banks launching CBDCs. I saw, like, maybe as a 20-year-old kid commenting under the tweet just saying Ripple's the worst investment ever. First off, it's XRP. And next, you must not have seen what it's done in early 2017. You must have just bought it in the past few years and you expect easy money. And for me, I'm not expecting handouts. I want to be proactive in this ecosystem, and Flare Networks is going to incentivize anybody that gets off their butt and provides liquidity. They don't want just somebody to hold your Spark token and try to make money off it. They want people to participate and incentivize you to partake in the network, but then you can make money too. It's so cool. Very minute fees. It's going to get rid of the middlemen altogether, and nothing like this has been done before ever. And I know this sounds like hype, or it sounds like I'm trying to convince you. Time's going to tell, and you guys are going to realize how big this is. And I'm right there with you, because I can't even grasp how potentially lucrative this will be for the early participants, and of course, even other digital assets. Remember, we talk about Flare and the website, talking about unlocking 75% more of the blockchain value. Unlocking value, because 75% of the value, keep in mind we're at what, over a $1.5 trillion market cap for all crypto. 75% of that for now is inaccessible to these dApps, decentralized apps, starting with XRP. What do you think is going to be one of the chosen assets to interoperate with other ledgers? Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. All right. So not even just dApps, but of course, these dApps are going to have to access, infrastructure, institutional, what's the word I'm looking for? Legacy infrastructure. So very, very exciting, guys. Just don't sleep on this opportunity. Even right here. So we have Sparkle's NFT, and Martin, thank you for the tag. Our page will aim to promote non-fungible tokens that are minted on Flare Networks once it is launched in Q2 2021. We are getting so close. The funny thing is this. So like you guys do whatever you want, but I'm going to be documenting essentially my plan of attack and my strategy. You guys know I trade, but I do not comprehend others traders in this market that are not paying attention to some of this. Like if you're a long-term holder, awesome. Like that's what I do. I have long-term holds of cryptos. Honestly, too many. It's too scattered. I need to organize it. But the short-term bags, I'm growing and growing and growing and trying to outpace my long-term holdings so that I can accumulate more XRP, more XLM, more QNT, HBAR, ADA, VeChain, like whatever I want. It's all about percentage return. So if my trading bag goes up 30% more than one of my long-term holds, I'll either add to my US dollar position for my little nest egg on the side to buy any pullbacks, or I add it to my long-term holds. And I can even add it to my staking bag. So when I stake crypto, you guys know I stake ADA, Algo, and a few others, and some of the others are very lucrative. I'll take those, I'll claim that every once in a while and just add it back to stake. Of course, you get to pay the ETH gas fee if it's an ERC20, which isn't fun, but that's why Flare Networks will be even better in the future to help with that and mitigate that and still leverage Ethereum's virtual machine. So right here, they're launching NFTs. Follow us if you don't want to miss out on what's coming. NFTs, NFT art, NFT community, all this. So we have sparkles. And then if you guys follow Flare Community on YouTube, and there's plenty of great people, Mickey B. Fresh, Deep Space, and anybody else I didn't name, there's so many. If you guys follow Flare Community on YouTube, go watch his channel. And he even showed, of course, if you watch the, what was it, maybe a couple weeks ago, the CEO of Flare Networks, Hugo, was talking about a new property management company coming on board for Flare. And what did he say? And I love that video clip. And it is on Flare Networks. It's a short, or Flare Community's YouTube channel, a short video clip, basically saying, oh no, we're not giving a roadmap because we don't, we want to deliver first. Like, this is going to be the big boy institutional money, guys. It's my bet in the years ahead, maybe even sooner, RippleNet will integrate directly with Flare Networks, because now you're going to have smart contract capability with a much more secure and efficient consensus mechanism with AVAX. No more tribalism. They are leveraging XRP. They're leveraging Ethereum. They're going to be leveraging AVAX, all of this. And anybody complaining about this private ledger stuff for central banks, for anybody that's like, oh, this isn't using XRP, what are you talking about? Do you know how the tokenomics work? XRPL, it's the XRP ledger and interoperates with it. I don't understand how someone says this isn't using XRP and this is some Ponzi scheme to work around it. They've been building this for years. What bank is going to use a random crypto that's been around for 2 years? They're going to use XRP and other digital assets that have been around for 8 years, have had over 60 million ledgers closed without a single error. That is something ready for mass adoption. I don't really understand these people that want to get rich tomorrow. I mean, I'm right there with you. I would love for us to go up 100x tomorrow. But you also have to be practical, and I'm going to be patient. So I'm going to outweight the average person, and obviously my profits are going to be bigger than the average person, and that goes for all of you as well. All right, so private ledger for central banks, we know the trends. 80% of central banks are actively exploring some of these sovereign-backed cryptocurrencies, CBDCs. We get the gist. Digitalization, COVID, all this. We have the Bank of International Settlements, Bank for International Settlements. I always say Bank of. BIS, the central bank of all central banks, guys. We know that they've been in talks with Ripple many times. Ripple's just informed and educated these governments around the world for years, identified interoperability for cross-border payments as a major priority for central bank digital currencies. Reminder, $155 trillion is sent across borders globally. So, yeah. Either you get all of that or even just a slice of that pie. That is a lot of money. At XRP's current price, it would not be able to actually provide that ample transaction. So what happens? The price of XRP has to go up. It gets pushed up per supply and demand, and then it is also more liquid at a higher value. XRP at $1, you need a million XRP to send $1 million. No, when XRP is $10, $50, and much higher, and I'm still being conservative, what do you think happens? It is much more liquid. David Schwartz, many people have explained this already. Okay? Also, with over 5,400 currencies issued on the XRP ledger over the past 8 years, including its native digital asset XRP, yes, every time there's a transaction, XRP, a minute portion of it is burnt. Now, that's not just something that's going to push price up like crazy. Essentially, it just prevents spamming the network and protects it. It's secure. That's what we have to understand. But you know what this means? There's demand for XRP on the XRPL. We have a DEX. We have all kinds of benefits. So please don't get distracted. There's so many people that are essentially just capitulating and starting to ignore everything that they've researched for the past several years in liquidating their holdings. Now, could you go and sell all of your holdings and potentially double your money in another alt and then come back to XRP? Yes, but I'm not here to gamble. I think that when utility drives this market in the future, we are going to realize. So keep that in mind, all right? So XRPL over the past 8 years, including XRP, which can be leveraged as a neutral bridge asset. So keep in mind, no counterparty risk for frictionless value movement between central bank digital currencies and other currencies. And just a friendly reminder, I know I was tweeting this the other day, but you have to understand, most altcoins, they just have a cute white paper and false promises. I also consider for XRP the power of network effects, their easy access to financial institutions via a single API and Currency Cloud and their partners. Now they're well over half of RippleNet is utilizing the cloud. What is it, 60 million plus ledgers? I'll have to go to xrpl.org to go confirm that. It's much higher now, close since inception. Like, there's just so many things. Line of credit for RippleNet users. That's XRP. Flare networks, massive demand for XRP. When moved over to the ecosystem, Spark is collateralized. XRP can be staked. You can, delegate assets for votes with the FTSO. Like, oh my gosh. On-demand liquidity, Coil for streaming and micropayments, which people don't comprehend. RippleX initiatives with, Forte and the $100 million investment a while back. More SDKs being built. And, oh yeah, the XRP Ledger features such as IOUs, NFTs now, which is awesome. And I know a lot of people, I did see Crypto Eddie bring up a good point. With NFTs on the platform, what do you need? An XRP wallet. I almost said XRP Ledger wallet. You need a wallet. And currently the reserve amount, it can change, but ideally it's about 20 XRP. So every single time someone is onboarded, every single wallet, it needs XRP on the XRP Ledger. Interesting. Privacy for central banks, per this giant article right in front of us. The decentralized exchange, I kind of overlapped a few of those things, but this is huge. Oh, PolySign. Oh, PayString with the interoperability of well over 100 million customers. Funny, yeah, Forte $100 million. And then PayString, huge open payments consortium of over 100 million users, which includes Unstoppable Domains, Bitso, many other exchanges, BitTrue, you name it. So these are the things I consider while everybody else is giving up hope. All good and great. I will outweight the average person for sure. So just do not call us lucky when XRP does in fact bounce. I'm not talking about if it goes up 20% up or down or there's more manipulation. I'm talking about what is yet to come when there's, of course, regulatory clarity, but actual adoption, and we are finally able to open up the floodgates once and for all. I'm not fooled by price. XRP is still one of the most superior digital assets in terms of settlement, solving the payments problem. Right here, it's also less expensive and 61,000 times more efficient than public blockchains that leverage proof of work. What do you think happens? They're already partnered with Energy Web Token, another great hold of mine, available on KuCoin. Can you not see what's happening? Paying attention to London, paying attention to even the tier 1 banks promising that they're going to go green with all these initiatives. Trends are your friends, and it's just absolutely astounding. Like, some of these assets I bought a while back, people called them garbage coins. They didn't do the research, and now I'm sitting when they've done up 3, 4, 10x per my investment, and they're big investments, not little ones. So these are the things. I just ignore the noise, and XRP is the biggest one for me. It's just so obvious, but oh well, that's my personal choice. I know what I'm willing to risk, and nothing is guaranteed, guys. So please do not take my word for anything, but I am obviously passionate about what I see here because I think that this is going to be life-changing. This is the black sheep of crypto, and the best place to hide one of the greatest digital assets is right in front of your face. All right, so let me see if there's anything else. I think I wanted to share credible crypto. You guys know my expectations with XRP. Similar to a lot of people as well, at least the conservative initial amount, and even credible crypto, just thinking with this bullish cycle currently. Notice, he's not saying 10 cents or 50 cents forever or anything like that. Now, could we wick to low levels? Yeah, anything's possible, especially with the current SEC allegations and liquidity providers halting trading. But notice, he says minimum for XRP, $10, ideally $20 to $30. So absolutely beautiful. I love that. Also lines up with even blockchain backer, $10 to $13. And also, because I want to show you this, because I believe it was BCB a while back. It was probably over a year ago. But so we know this, and this is what a lot of smart people would just fibs do, because this exists in a lot of things. So we're just swinging high, swinging low. And some people will say, oh, hey, this isn't the correct way to use fibs for certain things. I don't go by the book, guys. I write my own book. I find historical data. I find patterns of my own, and that's what a lot of great traders do. So keep in mind, if we went from this level, the highest wick, and this is just Poloniex as an example, and we'll go to the bottom down here and go to that lowest wick. And if this is too crazy with the wicks, you guys can go to the candle body, closures, whatever you prefer. But notice, up to that 4.236 extension, to me, this is a conservative estimate of $10 to $15 per XRP. Now, what blockchain backers showed a while back, and you probably have to type in, because I watched it like the other week because I was like watching videos on Fibonacci, and then I saw his pop up and I was like, oh, so check this out. And he showed it was Amazon. So notice we're right here, right? Bounced, impulsed all the way through the 4.236. This is Amazon on the monthly. Well, what blockchain backer shows is if you go all the way up to the wick, and what we're doing is we're using the 236, you can actually sometimes see historically other assets in the moon scenario have gone up and go all the way to the 4.236 and beyond. So keep in mind, it was chilling at the 4.236 all the way from that bottom. So that's, just crazy to see that type of impulse. Of course, that's over 32,000% as an increase. And I know you guys want to say, okay, so what does that mean for XRP? Well, keep in mind, this is just showing impulses and fib retracements. There's so many other variables in this ecosystem. We cannot guarantee that XRP is going to go to, 50, 60 bucks during, this bullish cycle or anything like that. So I don't want to give you false expectations, but I do want to show you the possibilities because, obviously you can go down here and see this same type of thing as well and play with the 236. But if we moved it, 236 is the peak from that recent high. Go to the bottom of the 0. And what does it show? Hopefully you guys can see it with my gold. This is XRP on the monthly. 4.236 shows XRP at about $60. Now 50 to 60 bucks. And this is on the monthly for Poloniex. It will change on different exchanges because there's different wicks. So some of the wicks would only be around like $3. This one, in fact, shows a high of like $3.50. So that is exciting, guys. Just watching this RSI, more people that sleep on this guy, the better, because I'm just going to capitalize. I've been using all these other gains to go in and accumulate XRP and some other long-term holds. And it's so funny because I know I shared that trade with you guys the other day, and sorry that this video is so long and ranting, but someone was like, oh man, why are you wasting your gains on XRP? You got to go put it in this altcoin. And I look at the altcoin, I'm like, bro, that's already like a top 5, top 10 asset that I already hold a bunch of. I already stake it. I'm not like the masses. I'm not looking to buy something that I already did well over 1,000% in this bull cycle. If you're smart, you're going to go after the assets that are still under certain extensions. So that is what I personally believe. I'm not looking to attack something at all-time high. Could it go up another 2 or 3x? Yes, but I'd like to think I know what I'm doing when I'm able to get a 5 to 10x. Because I care about percentage return. I don't care about which asset gets me there per se, provided it is, of course, regulated and here to stay and actually has, active code base, all of this. So I actually look at these assets, even if I buy microcaps, I make sure they're legit as it gets. I know I shared one on Twitter as well, and I just said no words, and that was an asset I was buying right before it even did its 3x. And it's, of course, partnered with Ripple, Quant, all these other guys that are massive for the ecosystem. I'm part of Mobi, the mobile consortium, or consortium, whatever, and just talking about autonomous vehicles. So blockchain, man, yeah, crypto's not going to solve every single problem, but there are networks where the block or the actual tokens are utilized and needed, whether it's a utility token, a payments token, a security token, if I haven't said that. Crazy opportunity, and I'm going to be taking advantage of this with you guys, and I'm not selling my XRP. Why? Because I want as much XRP as possible before Flare Networks goes live, and we're going to go every step of the way utilizing that and making this money work for us properly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to share it around, and I will catch you in the next one.